What's going on, guys? We're back once again. We're going to be talking about Mayans MC Season 3, Episode 4. Now, again, if you guys have not seen the episode before we get into it, this episode was great. Very interesting, very dramatic. But if you guys haven't seen it, I do recommend you guys click off the video. Go check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it. And just let me know your thoughts. What was for tonight's episode? Obviously, I'm recording this right after I just got done watching it. Now, first off, go check it out on Hulu if you guys are not caught up with Mayans thus far. But throughout the entirety of this episode was very dramatic. Obviously, it leaves us right where Angel sees Annalita right literally, and she basically tells him to get dressed. And the entirety of that, pretty much, we rarely see Angel in this episode. In the entirety of the episode, she's basically just telling him what she went through in Verities about, I'm guessing, that she is lying to him saying that their child is dead, which obviously could be a lie. Not entirely exactly sure if that was a lie or just she's unsure as well. So I'm pretty sure she thinks since Potter gave, or she had no choice but to give Potter the baby now that he's dead. And we just see what they're talking about when she was in prison and how she's comparing Angel, where she says, "You look like a man, but you act like a boy." So obviously there's going to be some stuff with that. Then we see also where Angel and Ethan's father, finally he goes back to work. He's opening up the butcher shop, but he also calls for the one that Easy's been seeing, asking for her help, and she helps him clean up. And then of course Easy and the rest of the Mayans are having a meeting about trying to get the heroin over the border, which we see where Bishop comes up with an idea, basically a suicide run, almost like, to get the rest of the heroin over the border. And then once that happens, we do see, which was really interesting, that one of the ones for Montez, we basically see where he unfortunately is become a rat within the Suns, where since his cousin got killed, he gets killed by the rival gang that is now in Mexico. So he got killed, and obviously later on in the episode that we see, his body gets placed onto a bike in the Mayans club area. So we see that, and we also see in the entirety of the episode where Miguel goes to the one he's getting with, that is the councilwoman for Mexico. She sees bodies hanging from a I want to say under an underpass, and obviously she thinks it was him. He says no, and she's basically saying that he's changed, that he's not the same person that she once heard of. And of course he's having more fights with Emily. He has a major fight with her over something stupid. So obviously we see Aaron's character get in the middle of it, and she basically is trying to protect her nephew, protect her sister. So obviously there's going to be more marital issues that we're seeing in there. So it's getting close to probably it coming out that he's having an affair with somebody else. So it's going to be coming out relatively soon. And then he's just having a big breakdown because he still can't deal with his mother's death. And then also we see where Emily is pretty much just sticking to herself and still been trying with Miguel, but obviously Miguel won't budge. And more than likely we see where Bishop is having a massive hard time with possibly a loss of someone. Obviously it could be his daughter, but he tells everyone, he gives them their jobs to go do what he do, tells Easy to go talk to the girl that was arrested. And he basically, when he goes there, he explains to her, basically, you cannot let these people get to you in prison. You're going to have to shut yourself off and just keep going. And that's what he informs her about. And then she said that her, basically a friend came in, spoke to her. Obviously it was the one that more than likely betrayed them, which later we find out that it was, obviously that comes out that she was the one, because once she gets confronted, she runs and she does get killed with the tunnel that they were using. So that does happen, as well as also comes in the very end of Coco is really, he's getting in it. Our boy Coco is really getting in it. Unfortunately, that when he's trying to do a run for the Mayans, his little drug gang comes and basically wants to collect from him, and basically says they want 1 kilo of heroin. He basically tells them, look, if I steal from my own brothers, I'm dead. And he doesn't care. He basically says, okay, well, if you don't do that, I'm going to show him these pictures that I took of you, and it won't matter. So pretty much he's screwed no matter what he does. If he says something, he's screwed. If he doesn't do anything, he's screwed. So it really does not matter what Coco says or does. He's pretty much really in it. No matter what he says or does, Coco's going to be screwed. So we really do see that in the entirety of this episode, as well as also he does get caught with doing drugs once again, which we knew was going to happen. At the same time, knew that one of the ones that was coming for him basically says, hey, we're done. I'm not coming for you anymore, which we knew was going to happen sooner or later. So obviously, with Coco becoming unfortunate of a drug addict, that's going to come out probably very soon. And at the same time, it's going to come out about what happened to Angel and Annalita's child, as well as also now the dead body that is in the Mayans MC club area. And then also, of course, we see Ezekiel with the one that he's been kind of get with, but unfortunately, with I'm guessing with him killing Miguel's mother, as well as also seeing his mother get killed, as well as everything else that's happening to him. He's having a hard time, I guess, trying to go into another relationship with what's being shown, with them having a moment in his trailer and listening to music, and then look like they're about ready to do the deed. And then, of course, he's just having issues trying to regain himself from what happened to him all those years ago. So, very dramatic episode, very interesting. Just one of those episodes where you're going to have to really pay attention to kind of understand everything that's going on. Was not hard to follow, but at the same time was still a very decent episode, but it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen when the Sons find out that one of their own is dead. Obviously, they're going to more than likely try to point the finger at the Mayans, and also what's going to happen with the Mayans now knowing that there's a Son of Anarchy club member dead in their clubhouse area, as well as also now more of issues is piling up on them day by day, and then having to make this run as well. It's going to be a suicide run. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen in the next episode. But as always, guys, let me know what you guys thought about the episode down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always consider about subscribing. Leave a big fat like on the video if you guys enjoyed. If you guys are new, always consider about subscribing. Click notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload a video. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Are you guys ready for another episode? Who would you like to see try to change? Who would you guys like to see? Just what would you guys like to see in the show? Who are you guys getting tired of? What's your favorite character? I'd like to know about that down in the comments down below. But as always, I'll see you guys on the very next video.